And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Trinity Baptist College, a home of the Eagles, as we are getting ready for the third game of the season between the TBC Eagles and the Tigers from Edward Waters College in downtown Jacksonville. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean is back on the camera once again for TBC Eagles baseball. The Edward Waters Tigers come into tonight's play with a record of 11-24, and they have played only 2 games since March 27th. They had games canceled against Toccoa Falls College, Southeastern University, and Georgia Gwinnett for the reason we know about but don't like to talk about. They did play a doubleheader against the University of South Carolina Beaufort this past Tuesday. Beaufort took both games, but after a long layoff, Tigers back in action, and I got to say hello to Coach Reginald Johnson just before the game a little while ago, and he's happy to have his Tigers back there on the field. While I have a moment, I want to say hello and give a shout out to my good friend Josh Jackson, the Sports Information Director of Edward Waters College. Josh, you're still in our prayers. Won't get into it, but we know some of the struggles you've had recently, and we're glad you're doing well and wish you and your family very well from here on. Right now, the Eagles are on the field getting ready to take on the Edward Waters College Tigers. Marcus Judd, second baseman, will lead things off. He's followed by center fielder Dimartino. First baseman Katie Frankie will bat third. The cleanup hitter is in left field. That's Freddie Torres. And batting fifth, the designated hitter Joey Eischen. Batting sixth will be the catcher Ricardo Santana. Batting seventh, playing right field, Carlos Garcia. Batting third at third base is Adrian Laro, and the shortstop Payton Shubert will round out the batting order for the Tigers. Will Van Sickle on the mound for the TBC Eagles. Tell you what he's done on the mound in just a moment. The first pitch in the dirt to Marcus Judd, the Tigers' second baseman, who is hitting .349, 1 homer, 16 runs batted in, and 27 runs scored. Van Sickle 4-4 on the mound with a .557 ERA, making his 11th appearance, all starts, as this fastball misses up and away, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Van Sickle has pitched 42 innings. He's allowed 45 hits, 26 earned runs. He has issued 22 walks and struck out 40 men. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch, a fastball up and in. It's 3-0. The Eagles are on a roll. They have won 10 of their last 11, and they are scoring a bunch of runs, and we're hoping they can keep it going once again this weekend. 11-15 overall are the TBC Eagles. That one catches the inside corner. Since these two met here at Trinity Ball-Yard on March 17th, again, the Eagles have won 10 of 11. The Tigers took both games of that doubleheader by scores of 8-6 and 9-5, taking advantage of some defensive errors and getting the hits when they needed to were the Tigers. But since then, the Eagles have scored runs in bunches. Well, Van Sickle has run the count full after missing with his first 3 pitches, and Marcus Judd now up there with a count of 3 balls, 2 strikes, our first batter of the night. And a 3-2, ball 4 is upstairs, and Judd is aboard. Good at bat by Judd. Worked the count full, then drew the walk. And in case you're wondering about his stolen base attempts, he is 9 out of 13. Dimartino, the center fielder, with a runner at first and nobody out. He's hitting .270. Takes the first pitch and lines this one into center field. That is going to be caught. Ryan Heller out there takes a couple of steps in. Thomas hit the ball pretty sharply, but right at Heller, and it's one away. Caden Frankie at the plate for the Tigers. .238. 3 homers and 30 runs driven in. And when he gets hold of one, he can hit it a long way. We've seen him do that on this field in recent years. Van Sickle throws over to first, runner back in time. Judd led off with a walk. Dimartino lined into center, in case you're just joining us and missed a little bit of the action. Runners on the move, pitches a strike, the throw on target, and in time, And Marcus Judd is out trying to steal second base. Parker Lafferty behind the plate for the Eagles made a perfect throw, cut down the runner, and there are two away with the bases now empty for Caden Frankie. Pitch called a strike, so it's no balls and a strike. There's one hit into left field past a diving Elvin Granado at short, and Frankie has himself a two-out single. So 2 outs with Frankie at first, and it brings up the left fielder, the cleanup hitter, Freddie Torres. He's hitting .250, 2 homers and 14 runs driven in. Has a runner at first with 2 outs. And Sickle ready. First pitch, fastball misses upstairs. Torres, one of the seniors for the Edward Waters Tigers from Orlando, Florida. Played a little ball at Seminole State College before coming to EWC. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch swung on and missed. Good rip, but came up empty, and it's 1-1. Well, we saw Ryan Heller already make a play in center. E.J. Alvarez is in right. Colby Kennedy in left. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mark Rogers at third, Elvin Granado the shortstop, Josh Wharton playing second, Noah Harder at first, Parker Lafferty behind the plate, Will Van Sickle doing the pitching. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner caught stealing just a moment ago, then Frankie singled his way aboard. Time called, everybody now ready. Van Sickle, here's the 1-2, fastball, strike 3 called right down the middle. Torres knew it, and that retires a side. Well, a tough start with the walk, but the caught stealing helped out, and then the 2-out single turned into a harmless base hit, and then the called strike 3 gets Van Sickle out of the inning. So after a half inning, Tigers nothing, and the Eagles coming to bat for the first time. And here's the batting order that Coach John Copeland will send to the plate. Shortstop Elvin Granado will lead things off. Parker Lafferty, the catcher, will bat second. Third baseman Mark Rogers will bat third. The cleanup hitter is the pitcher and the designated hitter, Will Van Sickle. Noah Harder will play first base. He's batting fifth. Batting sixth in right field, E.J. Alvarez. Ryan Heller in center field will bat seventh. Left fielder Colby Kennedy, who was Tuesday's Game 2 player of the game against Voorhees, he's in left, batting 8th. And Josh Wharton, the second baseman, will bat 9th. And the Eagles will face Alexander Davila. On the mound for the Tigers, the freshman from Lyman High School in Orlando, Florida, has a record of 2-2 with an 8.23 earned run average. Davila is making his 10th appearance, 7th start. He has pitched 35 total innings, allowed 46 hits, 34 runs, 32 of them earned. He has walked 23 and struck out 19. Head coach of the Tigers, Mr. Reginald Johnson II, in his 9th season leading Edward Waters. He's a graduate of Florida Gulf Coast University from 2007. He's assisted by Ray Otero in his 5th season, and former TBC Eagles assistant coach Sean Stevens, who is back this year after heading up to Illinois for a couple of years and back helping Coach Johnson lead the baseball team for EWC. Coach John Copeland is in his 7th season leading the TBC Eagles. He's a graduate of Biola University. He also did some coaching for Biola. He's assisted by Trinity Baptist graduate from 1 year ago, the pitching coach Jordan Broden. This is his first season as an assistant coach. In left field for the Tigers, Freddie Torres. Damani Thomas is playing center. Carlos Garcia in right. And around the infield, Adrian Laro, the third baseman. Payton Shubert is the shortstop. Marcus Judd is at second base. Caden Frankie at first, and Ricardo Santana behind the plate. And I remember Santana on March 17th. Hardly anything got by him. He was a brick wall. He is very good at blocking pitches in the dirt. And on the mound again, Alexander Davila, the freshman. So Elvin Granado will lead off for the TBC Eagles. Hoping they can keep that offense going. They scored a team record 24 runs in a 7-inning game against Voorhees College, game 1 of Tuesday's doubleheader. They swept it Game 2 was a 5-2 win for the Eagles. There's a high pop-up, foul territory on the first pitch, and out of play for strike one. Edward Waters again went a long time between games. They went from March 27th to April 20th. Had to get the rust off, and now they're ready. They're going to have Senior Day tomorrow when these two teams visit J.P. Small Memorial Park for a doubleheader. Here's the 0-1, and this one misses low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. That doubleheader will begin at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Game 2, of course, will follow a half hour later. Here's the 1-1, and a ground ball up the middle into center field, and the Eagles get their leadoff hitter aboard. Elvin Granado singles to put himself aboard. Came in hitting .392, no homers and 21 RBIs, and Granado has scored 37 times. Parker Laffrey with a runner at first, nobody out. He's hitting .314, no homers and 14 runs driven in. He's been one of the hot Eagles. Ryan Heller, Elvin Granado, among some of the others. Will Van Sickle, E.J. Alvarez all driving in a whole lot of runs. Here's a high fly ball, shallow right field. That's going to be caught. And out number 1, Carlos Garcia makes the catch with ease. Mark Rogers, also one of the hot Eagles during this 10 of 11 win streak. He has Granado at first, 1 man out. Rogers batting .358. 1 homer and 32 runs driven in. He's the team leader in RBIs. Granado at first, and the pitch, and that is a called strike. Granado is 4 for 5 in stolen base attempts, in case you're wondering. As we said before, Eagles don't do a tremendous amount of base stealing, but they've been very successful. 80% success rate on the season. That ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alexander Davila on the mound for the Tigers. Lyman High School, Orlando, Florida. Freshman, 5'11", 195 pounds. Steps off, looks the runner back. Of course, he's facing Rogers, a junior from Fletcher High School in Jacks Beach. And Rogers takes a fastball in the inside corner, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. So count of 1-2. And Davila delivers and misses upstairs, and the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 9-inning game here tonight, 2 7-inning games at EWC's home field. Again, that's J.P. Small Memorial Park, the one-time home of the minor league Jacksonville Braves, where Hank Aaron once played. There is a ball in the dirt, and that's going to allow Granado to take second. He takes a big turn. He's going to head to third. Here comes a throw. It is not in time, and that's a 2-base wild pitch. And Granado heads up base running, able to go all the way first to third. And with 1 out, Rogers has a chance to put the Eagles on the board if he can just make some good contact. He does have a full count. Here's a 3-2. Rogers drives one into his left. It is knocked down. The throw will go to first. Frankie digs this one out of the dirt, but that's an RBI for Mark Rogers. And give a lot of credit to Payton Shubert on the dive. He not only saved a base hit, he got the out at first. The Eagles do score a run on the 6-3 putout from Mark Rogers. That is his team-leading 32nd RBI. Check that, 33rd. He came in with 32. So 2 outs, bases empty. Eagles get a run. They lead 1-0, and Will Van Sickle is at the plate. And he will take this pitch on the outside corner at the knees. Van Sickle's hitting .305, no homers, 23 runs driven in. Davila winds and delivers and misses upstairs. Van Sickle doing both the pitching and the DHing. Of course, we've said many times, both NAIA and NCCAA rules do allow that, so the pitcher can keep hitting if and when he comes off the mound. Here's the 1-1. And that one is a good pitcher's pitch on the inner half for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Van Sickle out of Paxson High School right here in Jacksonville. He and his brother Ben both pitch for the TBC Eagles. Here's the 1-2, and this one is in the dirt. So the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. Eagles lead 1-0, batting in the bottom of the first. And the 2-2 is popped up and headed over the Eagles dugout and out of play. Hey, on this field last night, Trinity Christian Academy got a walk-off double from their third baseman, Junior Alonzo Austin, to defeat a fantastic Sandalwood High School team 1-0. That was a terrific pitcher's duel. So congratulations to the TCA Conquerors. Ball 3 misses upstairs and the count is full. So Alonzo Austin, whose bat has come to life in the last couple of weeks for the Conquerors, gets the walk-off double. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Davila winds and delivers, and there's a well-hit drive towards right center. This one has a chance. It is off the wall. Van Sickle will pull up into second with a 2-out double, and he just missed, putting it over that TBC sign out there in right center. Gets a big hand from his teammates in the dugout. So a 2-out double for Van Sickle, and again came very close to a solo home run. That's a second hit for the Eagles. Dylan Owens will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher. Owens, with very good speed, allows Van Sickle to catch his breath and get ready to take the mound. Of course, he's hoping it's with at least a 2-run lead. 1-0. Mark Rogers, an RBI ground ball, actually robbed of a base hit by the shortstop Payton Shubert, but it did get a run home. First pitch to Noah Harder, the Eagles' first baseman. And this one misses inside. Noah's hitting .376, no homers, but 24 RBIs and a chance to make it 25 with good speed at second and 2 outs. Turn and a throw to second, and they got him. Owens a little bit too far off the bag, and a great move by Alexander Davila. Quick and right on target, and that ends the inning. The Eagles, though, do get a run. 2 hits. Nobody left after the pickoff. Harder will lead off in the bottom of the second. Eagles lead it 1-0 after 1. After 1, it is Trinity Baptist 1, Edward Waters 0. Will Van Sickle on the mound for the TBC Eagles allowed a walk and a 2-out single, but he got a caught stealing to help him out. So 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, and the Eagles got a run on the diving play by shortstop Payton Shubert off the bat of Mark Rogers that brought home Elvin Granado. That 2-base wild pitch that put Granado at third came back to score the run. Van Sickle's first pitch is fouled off. This is the DH, Joey Eischen, followed by Ricardo Santana and Carlos Garcia. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Eischen is hitting .278. No homers, 8 runs driven in. Little bit cloudy, but otherwise a really nice Friday night here on the west side. Here's the 0-1. This one looped into right field. Alvarez will not get there in time. That's a base hit for Joey Eischen. Alvarez charged in hard, but that ball just out of his reach and out of the reach of second baseman Josh Wharton. A perfectly well-placed looper by Joey Eischen. Now Ricardo Santana has a leadoff man aboard. Santana hitting .259, 1 homer, 13 RBIs. Squares around, drops down the bunt. Rogers will field at the bare hand and make a good solid throw from the side on the run. That is not easy to do. Rogers gets the out. Sacrifice bunt for Santana. Eischen moves into scoring position. A very good bunt and a very good play by Mark Rogers. Carlos Garcia at the plate. Alex Nunnery of the Big J Report is also in the booth saying Rogers looked a lot like Chris Bryant, and he asked me, you know what I mean, because he knows I'm a big Cubs fan. Yep, I know what you mean. The 2016 World Series final out. No balls and a strike. 1 out, runner at second. Garcia at the plate, and he takes this one outside. He's hitting .236, 4 home runs, 18 runs driven in. Eischen at second, a base hit, advanced on the sac bunt from Santana. The 1-1, good curveball, but stays outside. 2 balls and a strike. Break on it just a little bit too late. And Sickle takes a long look in, gets the sign from Lafferty. Here's the 2-1. Fastball popped up. Lafferty takes a look, but it's out of play. Count even at 2-2. Adrian Lauro waits on deck, followed by Payton Shubert. And if the Tigers keep the inning alive, the top of the order will follow with Marcus Judd. Here's a 2-2. And a fastball low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the upper 70s and a very gentle breeze blowing, kind of swirling around the flagpole. Payoff pitch from Van Sickle. Fastball upstairs. There are 2 on now with 1 out. Second walk issued by Van Sickle. Eischen at second, Carlos Garcia now at first, and Adrian Lauro at the plate for the Tigers. He's having a good season, .326. No homers, but 7 RBIs. Wharton, the second baseman, holding Eischen close. Harder, the first baseman, playing in front of the runner, in on the grass. The breaking ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield about mid-depth, straight away. Van Sickle has a count of 1-0 on the hitter. Fastball, ground ball towards Wharton, right by the bag. He's going to drop the ball and everybody's safe. Looked like he was trying to make the throw to first before he got the out, and let's hope that doesn't come back to hurt the Eagles. That's a fielder's choice credited to Lauro. An error on the second baseman, allowing Garcia to advance. Eischen is at third. There's 1 out. Number 9 hitter Payton Shubert at the plate. 179, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. Potential tying run at third, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. So Van Sickle now working with the bases loaded and one man out. Here's the 0-1. Shubert started to flinch, held up in time as the ball was outside. Middle infielders playing back, looking to turn two to end the inning. Rogers off the line, in at third. Harder doing the same at first. Swing and a miss. That ball a little bit outside, and Shubert chased, and he's down 1-2. And this would be a huge out for Van Sickle to get if he can keep that runner at third. Foul tip into the mitt. Lafferty held on, and that's strike three. So that big out happens, and now Van Sickle could get out of the inning. He gets Judd. He'll escape without the run scoring. Judd drew a walk to start the ball game and was caught stealing. Now the Eagles, of course, able to back up. They have a force at any base, so they can take the easiest play available. First pitch to Judd, a breaking ball. Checked his swing, but fouled it off and out of play. Van Sickle got the big strikeout. Now gets ahead of Judd, 0-1. Again, a chance to get out of the inning. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in the zone for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. And Sickle ready, the 0-2. And the Eagles started to trot toward the dugout. Not sure where that one missed. Might have been a little outside, and it's 1-2. Lafferty came up as if he was about to head to the dugout. And Sickle didn't get the call. Here comes the 1-2. A breaking ball. Hits the batter, and a run is in. Well, the error leads to the tying run, and everybody moves up 90 feet. The run is unearned, but it's on the board, and we're tied at 1. Credit Marcus Judd with an RBI, and it brings up center fielder Dimartino. So Van Sickle did not get the call on the pitch before, and all the Eagles starting to trot toward the dugout. 1 run in, bases loaded, 2 outs. Thomas lined out to center his first time up, and he takes a pitch upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And a chopper into the Tigers dugout. That's hard for a left-handed batter to do, to pull one into the first base dugout. But he did it. Hey, nice play by the coach over there as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Time called. Thomas steps out. He lined hard at Ryan Heller in center his first time up. Chance to give the Tigers a lead. Here's the 1-1. A breaking ball misses low. Thomas has driven in 21. Here's a 2-1. This one misses low and nowhere to put him. Van Sickle's going to go right at the hitter on the 3-1 pitch. Now this is one where if you're the batter, if it's not your pitch, you don't mind taking strike 2 and giving the base runners a head start. Here's a 3-1. High fly ball towards right. Alvarez got turned around, but he's able to recoup and make the catch. And that ball took off, kept on carrying, but E.J. Alvarez stayed with it, made the play, and that retired the side. An unearned run ties us up at 1 as we go to the bottom of the second. Hitters 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. Noah Harder, E.J. Alvarez, and Ryan Heller. Trinity got 1 run in the bottom of the first. The Tigers came back with 1 to tie it in the top of the second. Alexander Davila on the mound for Edward Waters. Allowed 2 hits and the 1 earned run. Chicago Cubs beat up all over the Brewers today, 15-2. Rizzo, Marisnik, Contreras, Baez all homered for the Northsiders. That's the only final. Noah Harder was at the plate when Davila picked the man off second base to end the inning. So Harder back at the dish to start the second, hitting .376, swing and a miss at the first pitch. No balls and a strike to Harder. And that fastball misses low. Count of 1-1. Davila ready. Gets the knees for strike 2. Good fastball. Tough for Harder to do anything with that one. So he did the wise thing and took it, knowing he has another one coming. But it's now 1-2. Time called. Harder granted time. Noah Harder from Fernandina Beach. Not too far away from Jacksonville, just 1 county over. Here's a 1-2 and a breaking ball misses outside. Played at Fernandina High School. Two balls, 2 strikes. And this one in the dirt. Harder has worked the count full. And the freshman is having himself a pretty good first season of college baseball. Got a win Tuesday. He saved some games on the mound, and right there he draws a walk. Second straight inning, the Eagles have had the leadoff man aboard. E.J. Alvarez, who made that nice play in right, got turned around the wrong way, but found the ball, recovered, and tracked it down and kept the Tigers from getting a big inning. 3 runs would have scored had that ball gotten over Alvarez's head. He's hitting .333, 1 homer, 15 runs batted in. Harder, the runner at first, drew the walk, and the pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Alvarez enjoying his second season of TBC Eagles baseball from Live Oak, Florida. And a swing and a miss. That's right, Alex, letting me know that EJ played at Swanee High School. Swung through that one, 1-1. Ball and a strike. Good swing by Alvarez, a little bit late, however, and he's down 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, a lot of room down the right field line for Alvarez. He doesn't mind going that way either. Here's the 1-2, and of course with 2 strikes, he just has to try to put the ball in play. Stayed alive by fouling that one off. Harder had a good at-bat. Fell behind in the count, worked himself a walk, and he's aboard, nobody out. Here's the 1-2 to Alvarez. Instead, this time the pitcher steps off. Second walk issued by Davila. And the pitch, and that one's in the dirt, but he chased it, and that is strike 3. Check that first walk issued by Davila. I wrote it down twice. Ryan Heller has had a terrific time at the plate during this 10 of 11 winning streak. He had a doubleheader at Voorhees in which he got 14 RBIs in that doubleheader. He's hitting .385, 3 home runs, got one of those this past Tuesday. He's driven in 27 overall. Runner at first, 1 out, line drive, well hit towards center, and that's a base hit for Heller. Wait, there's going to be a play at second, as Harder had to hold up and make sure the ball wasn't caught. And I was watching the play in center. It would have been very close, but Thomas's throw skipped in the dirt and got past the second baseman, Judd. Again, that would have been a very close call at second base. Ryan, you might have hit that one a little too hard. Colby Kennedy, Tuesday's Game 2 player of the game, had the 2-run double that gave the Eagles a 3-run lead, and they held on to win 5-2. Kennedy at the plate and takes the strike, and Colby was injured much of the season, and he's ecstatic to be back on the field. He is 2 for 6 on the season, 3 runs driven in. He also had a bases-loaded walk in that big 24-8 win. That was Game 1 on Tuesday. No balls, 2 strikes. Alex has something to say about the sister of Colby Kennedy.
Oh, Colby's sister was on the 2018 FSU softball team national championship team. She plays at JU now.
So the Kennedy family with a lot of athleticism, as Colby, though, swings through this one, and he is out on strikes. Thanks, Alex, for letting us know that, and congratulations to the Kennedy family. Of course, JU, now I called UNF versus JU softball a few weeks ago. Kennedy's a common name. I didn't know that that was his sister doing the catching for the Dolphins. Josh Wharton at the plate. 2 men on, but 2 out. A walk and a base hit. Wharton batting for the Eagles, trying to drive in the run. 306 on the season, 6 runs driven in. Takes a first pitch breaking ball, almost hit him. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. If he can keep the inning alive, Granado will come up next with runners on base. Unless, of course, Wharton puts one into the woods. And Granado would come up with the bases empty. That'd be nice to see. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball just a little bit inside, and Wharton now up 2 balls, no strikes. Davila trying to get out of the jam, and he gets the first pitch, or first strike called, rather, on the inside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Frankie not holding the runner at first, playing the defensive position. And ball 3 in the dirt. Good eye by Wharton. Wharton has drawn 7 walks. Worked his way into the starting lineup a few weeks ago, and he's paid dividends for the Eagles. And a line drive down the left field line. That ball's going to be on the ground. Harder will round third. He will score. Heller into third, under the tag, and that's an RBI single for Josh Wharton, and the Eagles lead 2-1. So he does get the hit, keeps the inning alive. Harder, with 2 outs, didn't have to wait to see if the ball would be caught. He scores. Heller goes first to third. And Eagles with 2 on, runners at the corners, 2 outs for Elvin Granado. Started the ball game with a base hit up the middle. Went 2 bases on a wild pitch to third and ended up scoring on Mark Rogers getting robbed of a hit. Granado a chance to make it a 2-run lead for TBC, and he takes one up over his head for ball 1. For a moment, it looked like Torres had a play on that line drive. He realized he didn't, did the right thing, didn't try to be fancy, and kept the inning to 1 run so far. that ball gets by him, Heller would score. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes to Granado. Eagles have been very patient at the plate of late also. They've drawn a lot of walks. Here's a 2-0. Ground ball towards third. That will be fielded and a throw in the dirt, but Caden Frankie, as he always does, digs that one out. Laro put it in the dirt. Frankie got the out at first. Eagles do get the go-ahead run on the RBI single by Josh Wharton, and after 2, it is Trinity Baptist 2, Edward Waters 1. A little later tonight, Oakland is in Baltimore. In fact, that game will start in about 20 minutes. Kansas City at Detroit. The Nationals are at the Mets. Mariners and the Red Sox. All these games are 7:10, as is the Toronto Blue Jays at the Tampa Bay Rays. Yankees are in Cleveland. Arizona in Atlanta. The Astros hosting the Angels at 8:10. Pittsburgh is at Minnesota. Texas in Chicago at the White Sox. Cincinnati at St. Louis, an NL Central rivalry matchup. Philadelphia at Colorado later tonight, and the West Coast games, Miami and San Francisco, and that Padres-Dodgers series continues. That is going to be one terrific season series. Padres 11-10 though. Look for them to get hot anytime. The Dodgers 14-5, and that's to be expected. We're going to the top of the third with Trinity Baptist leading 2-1. Caden Frankie, Freddie Torres, Joey Eishen are the hitters for the Eagles, or for the Tigers. Frankie singled in the left with 2 outs in the first. So Frankie 1 for 1. Van Sickle from the stretch. High pop up, and this one is out of play. No balls and a strike. Frankie came in hitting .238. Got that base hit his first time up. And this one is chopped foul toward the third base side. Couple of foul balls puts Will Van Sickle ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. So count of no balls, 2 strikes. Van Sickle ready, and the pitch just off the outside corner. Good take by Frankie. It's 1-2. Van Sickle working quickly, and a breaking ball got him. Perfect pitch by Will Van Sickle. That's his third strikeout. And it brings up Freddie Torres, who was Van Sickle's first strikeout victim. Called out on strikes to end the first inning. 1 out, bases empty. Top of the third, Eagles lead 1-0, and the breaking ball is low for ball 1. Eagles have gotten a run in each of their first 2 at-bats. Edward Waters got a run in the top of the second. High foul out of play, and the count 1-1. Van Sickle, 2 1/3 innings. This one misses, and the count is even up at 1-1. 1 unearned run, a couple of hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. Ground ball towards third. Rogers fields, throws to first. Harder able to go down low, keep that one out of the dirt, and there are 2 away. That ball hit so hard we didn't get a chance to turn the camera and see Rogers field it. So with 2 outs, Joey Eischen at the plate. He led off the second with a base hit into right, ended up scoring the run. Eischen the DH, and he takes the first pitch, a breaking ball low. So 1 ball, no strikes. And pitch on the way, a fastball chopped right in front of the plate, and it hit off Eichen's foot. One ball, 1 strike. Eagles will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the bottom of the third. Lafferty, Rogers, and Van Sickle. Right now, Van Sickle trying to get a 1-2-3, top of the third. There's a ground ball towards third. Rogers fields, throw to first. It is in time. So Van Sickle does get the 1-2-3, top of the third. We go to the bottom half with the Eagles leading 2-1. Lafferty, Rogers, and Van Sickle due up for the Eagles in the bottom of the third as they lead 2-1. Alexander Davila, 2 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, couple of strikeouts. Parker Lafferty is 0 for 1, hit a pop-up into shallow right his first time up. Eagles got runs in each of their first 2 innings and now looking to tack on to a current 1-run lead. It's 2-1 Trinity Baptist. Davila ready. Here's his first pitch of the third, and it's lifted high into shallow right center field. It'll be the center fielder making the play, Dimartino Thomas, and there's 1 away. So Lafferty has gotten under a couple, and he's 0 for 2. Rogers hit a bullet that drove in a run. He was robbed of a base hit, but he was able to get the Eagles on the board. They had a 1-0 lead after that play, and it's now 2-1. So 0 for 1, but a productive out. And a breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. Balls and a strike, and the pitch. This is a good fastball right at the bottom of the zone. Just a moment, we'll let you know the remaining games for both the teams. Not many left on either schedule. Here's the 0-2, and this one misses upstairs. Of course, these two play each other twice tomorrow at EWC's home park downtown. Tell you more in a moment. Here's a 1-2, and Rogers just able to get a piece. Edward Waters has 1 game remaining afterward on the 28th. That's Wednesday at 4:30. They will be in Montgomery, Alabama, taking on Xavier. That will end their regular season. That is a tournament, the Historical Black College World Series. There's a ground ball by Rogers towards short. To throw a little bit off the mark, but the big man Frankie able to reach up and make the play. Shubert makes the throw, and there are 2 out. Trinity Baptist has 1 home series remaining against Bob Jones University next Friday night, a single game, and next Saturday afternoon, a doubleheader. And first pitch is in the zone. Now, as far as streaming at Bob Jones, that's going to depend on the South Region Softball Tournament, which we are also hosting. Here's the 1-1, or 1-0 rather, and this one in the dirt. That softball tournament also taking place next Friday and Saturday. Here is the pitch, and this one misses outside. Don't have the exact schedule, but the game times are 4 and 6 on Friday, and if necessary, Saturday morning at 11. And that one called a strike at the top of the zone. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Will Van Sickle, who doubled his only time up so far. Short hop the fence right out there at the TBC sign. This one fouled off to the left side. As one of my favorite all-time announcers, Harry Carey, used to say, 1 more biscuit for breakfast, and that ball would have been out. 1 more biscuit for breakfast, and that's a homer. Here's a 2-2. I'll try not to do that again. Now, if I start singing, all right, then you need to stop me. 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game.
What, you gonna sing that?
Oh, no, I'm not going to do the singing. You don't want to hear me sing. I run my mouth enough. Here's a 2-2, and this one inside to fill up the count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Van Sickle batting, and the pitch, high fly ball, shallow left field. Should be an easy play for Torres, and that's out number 3. Perfect 1-2-3 inning for Alexander Davila. We go to the 4th. The Eagles lead 2-1. Go to the top of the 4th, and Santana, Garcia, and Lauro are the scheduled hitters for the Tigers. That's 6, 7, and 8 due up in the batting order. Santana, no official at-bat, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 2nd, and that helped lead to the run that the Tigers scored. 2-1 TBC Eagles as we start the 4th. This is a single 9-inning game. And Sickle from the stretch with the first pitch. Ground ball towards short. Granado fields. Throw to first. Little high, but Harder reaches up, makes the play, and there's one away. 1 pitch, 1 out, just like Van Sickle wants. And a nice routine ground ball right at the shortstop. Carlos Garcia walked his first time up. Got to third, but no further. 1 out, base is empty. And Sickles' pitch is a fastball low. So 1 ball, no strikes. Once I get that softball schedule exact, I'll have it updated on TBCEagles.com. That one handcuffs Harder, and that's going to go into foul territory. That's going to be an error charge to Harder, and the Tigers have a runner aboard with 1 out. Laro at the plate, reached on a fielder's choice. His first time up, got to second base, but that was all. So Garcia at first. And the first pitch to Laro, blocked by Laffrey. A nice job getting his body in front of the ball. Garcia 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts. Getting a really big lead off first base. And Sickle works quickly but misses high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Line drive into right. Alvarez giving chase, won't get there in time. It's on the ground for a base hit. Garcia stops at second. Laro aboard. That's a third hit for the Tigers. 2 on, 1 out. Number 9 hitter Payton Shubert at the plate. Down on strikes his first time up. Lights just turned on. It'll be a little while before they really have any effect. And first pitch. Ground ball towards Wharton. And he has a little trouble with it. Has to go to first, and it gets away. A run will score. We're tied at 2, and that's going to be 2 errors charged to Josh Wharton. So 2-2, and runners now at second and third. Garcia scores. Top of the order, Marcus Judd steps up to the plate. Chance to give his team a lead for the first time. Laro now at third. Shubert at second. First base is open. Corner infielders in to try to keep the run from scoring. Middle infielders back. They'll concede the run for the out. And this first pitch misses upstairs. One ball, no strikes. Ground ball towards third. Rogers looks the runner back, throws to first. Nice job by the Eagles' third baseman. Well, Van Sickle got the ground ball he needed right at the third baseman Rogers, who was playing in. It paid off. Now there are 2 outs and a chance to get out of the inning without any further damage. Damani Thomas at the plate. He's hit the ball hard twice. Both caught, once in center, once in right. That one in right was the one that Alvarez had to turn around and hustle and track down. High pop foul and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Tigers usually do take advantage of extra opportunities. They've cashed in twice already tonight, looking for more as that one misses outside. Count even at 1-1. Heart of the batting order due up next. Caden Frankie in the on-deck circle. Here is the 1-1. Breaking ball, strike 2 called. I'd like to see another one of those. A little bit slower heading up to the plate. Might get the hitter out in front. It's 1-2. 2 outs, runners at second and third, 1 run is in. Fastball that misses high, and that might have been a purpose pitch. Possibly maybe to set up this next one. Two balls, 2 strikes. Van Sickle ready from the stretch. Delivers a breaking ball that's lifted high down the right field line. It is hooking. It is foul. That would have easily scored 2 and been at least 3 bases for Thomas. Didn't miss by much, but it clearly was foul. And Sickle threw that slow curve, but Thomas was ready for it, and he was just barely out in front, a little bit too much. So everybody returns to his base. Thomas back to the batter's box. Two balls, 2 strikes. Van Sickle ready, and the pitch. And this one fouled off. Good fastball, but Thomas able to get a piece. And Sickle looking to make a good pitch here on 2-2. Try to get out of this inning. And again, Van Sickle doesn't get the call as all the Eagles start to trot toward the dugout. And the count is full. That one looked good from up here, but called ball 3. And the pitch. High pop-up. Laffrey giving chase, but he'll run out of room. Not sure where that last pitch before that foul ball missed. It had the knees. If anything, it had to be a little inside or outside. We can't really tell on the close pitches from our vantage point, but we can see up and down very well. And Sickle working hard here in the 4th. 3-2 on the way. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. That brings up the number 3 hitter, Payton Shubert. He is 1 for 2, a base hit and a strikeout. Timeout called. Coach Jordan Broden heading out to the mound to speak with Van Sickle. 3 errors in the inning have allowed the unearned tying run to score, and now Van Sickle trying to get out of a bases-loaded 2-out jam. He has a number 3 hitter waiting to take his hacks. That's Payton Shubert, followed by the cleanup man, Freddie Torres. Eagles got a run in the bottom of the 1st, another one in the 2nd. Edward Waters, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and looking for more. Eagles heading back into position. Van Sickle getting ready to make his first pitch to Payton Shubert. From the stretch, and he delivers and gets a swing. Strike 1. Frankie chased one down in the dirt. Frankie's trying to hit that one over the scoreboard. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. High fly ball, well hit towards left. That's going to be caught, and the side retired. Kennedy chases that one down. Frankie got under it just enough to allow Colby Kennedy to run underneath and make the catch. An unearned run, a walk, 1 hit, 3 errors in the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 2. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the TBC Eagles in a 2-2 tie in the bottom of the fourth. Noah Harder will lead things off, followed by E.J. Alvarez and Ryan Heller. And if anybody gets on, Colby Kennedy and Josh Wharton will follow. Harder walked and scored in the second. No official at bat. And a breaking ball that stays upstairs. Alexander Davila has pitched 3 innings. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 runs both earned, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. The 1-0 fastball misses low. Now, I don't know yet if Edward Waters is going to stream that doubleheader. Here's a 2-0. That ground ball, Frankie dives. Avila covers first, and the flip is in time for the out. Nice job by Frankie, robbing Harder of a hit, and credit Davila with doing his job and hustling over to take the throw. That's a second diving play made by the Tigers defense, keeping an Eagle off the base paths. So 3-1 on the putout. That doubleheader scheduled to start at 12 noon tomorrow. So if they do stream, go to YouTube and look for Edward Waters College Athletics. There's a chopper down the third baseline. Davila fields, throws to first. Close play, called out. Eagles disagree, but Alvarez is out number 2. Ryan Heller up there with the bases empty and 2 men out. Davila playing some defense after throwing the pitches. He got over and took the throw from Frankie, and then he stormed toward the line, made a scoop, and a great throw to first. Ryan Heller is 1 for 1. Here's a pitch, and the breaking ball's inside. Heller singled into second. His only time up so far. Hit a nice line drive into center field. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Very close play at first. Eagles thought Alvarez had beaten the throw. The umpire did not, and it's 1-1. On Heller, 2 outs, bases empty. And Davila bounces one in the dirt. Batter ahead now, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Heller ahead in the count. And a pitch hit hard towards third. Fielded by Lauro to throw again. Dug out of the dirt by Frankie, and he has saved a few throws from the Tigers defense. Eagles go down in order on 3 ground balls. After 4, we're tied at 2. Top of the 5th in a 2-2 tie. Freddie Torres, Joey Eischen, and Ricardo Santana will be the scheduled hitters. That's 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order. Two great defensive plays by the pitcher, Alexander Davila, helped keep Eagles off the base paths, and Caden Frankie with another scoop. Eagles have made some mistakes, but Van Sickle's been able to get out of the innings. And a high pop fly, shallow left field. Kennedy calls off the shortstop, makes the catch, and that one kind of sailed away from him at the last moment, but he stayed with it and made the play. And now the flip does sail away. Torres now 0 for 3, brings up Joey Eischen, the DH. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Eischen came in hitting .278. First pitch, curveball in there for a strike. So no balls and a strike. Van Sickle ready, and a pitch, another breaking ball, but this one dipped a little too soon. Van Sickle has pitched 4 innings, 2 unearned runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. High pop foul, well out of play. Count 1-2 on the DH, Joey Eischen. Eischen, a junior from Lithia, Florida. Pitch on the way, struck him out on a sinker, and that is out number 2. He did some college ball at Pasco Hernando State College. That's an opponent of TBC Eagles basketball the last few years. Great pitch by Will Van Sickle. He picks up his 4th strikeout of the night. 2 outs, bases empty. Ricardo Santana's 0 for 1 plus a sacrifice bunt. And he takes the first pitch in the dirt. Santana from Palm Bay, Florida, a junior. Went to Florida Prep Academy. And the 1-0 swung on and missed. He chased one up out of the zone. Palm Bay, Florida, where Ricardo Santana is from. Thank you, Josh Jackson, for keeping that up to date for us on EWCTigerPride.com. That fastball a little bit outside. 2 balls and a strike, and Josh built that entire website himself. 2 balls and a strike, and a pitch. This one is fouled off. I'd like to take credit for building our new TBCEagles.com a couple years ago, but that was former men's soccer coach Ellie Jean who did that. But I do enjoy putting up the content. TBCEagles.com. Here's a 2-2, and this one in the dirt. Van Sickle tried to throw the same pitch he got Eischen on, but pushed that one a little too much out of the zone. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that one grazed off the batter, so that'll go down as a hit batsman. 2 outs, a runner at first. Second man that Van Sickle has hit. Carlos Garcia, a walk in the second, reached on an error and scored a run in the 4th. Coach Copeland wants to talk about, I'm guessing, that last pitch. Umpire saying it hit off the arm of Ricardo Santana. Now, he's the catcher, but so far he's staying there at first base, if I see that correctly. Of course, it could be while I was looking down at the book is when they had the change, and that is the case. This is DeQuarius Tompkins doing the courtesy runner for the catcher. Of course, they do that while I'm not looking. So Tompkins, the courtesy runner for the catcher at first base. Discussion at the plate over. Van Sickle will pitch to Carlos Garcia with a runner at first and 2 out. A pop up to left, a strikeout, and a hit batsman. That's your inning summary so far. Tied at 2. Tigers batting in the top of the 5th. First pitch from Van Sickle. Got the bottom of the zone for strike 1. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. And this one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first. Tompkins 4 for 5 in stolen base attempts. Didn't go, but he got a good secondary lead. 2 balls, 1 strike. Laffrey has already thrown out 1 man trying to steal. That came in the first inning. And time called, a baseball from the TCA Conquerors practice field comes over the fence, and Ryan Heller made another good throw. Ryan has an arm. Hey, let's give him credit. Here's a 2-1, and this one misses inside. 3 balls and a strike. And Sickle ready, the 3-1. This one up and out of the zone, and there are 2 men on with 2 outs. Walk number 4 issued by Van Sickle. Tompkins at second, Garcia at first, Adrian Lauro at the plate. He is 1 for 2. First pitch from Van Sickle, a breaking ball. Good one that got the inside corner. Lauro has driven in 7 on the season, came in hitting .326. The 0-1. Another breaking ball, but this one is outside. Count is 1-1. Wharton holding the runner close at second. The pitch on the way. That one's right down the middle, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Breaking ball fouled off. Nice piece of hitting by Lauro. Able to readjust mid-swing and cue that one to stay alive. And Sickle ready, checks the runners. The 1-2. High fly, but slicing foul. And Sickle very nearly snuck the fastball by the hitter, but Lauro able to get a piece. Count of 1-2. It's got him on a swinging strike 3 on a fastball that Lauro might have chased outside, and Van Sickle picks up his 5th strikeout and strands 2 runners, a hit batsman and a walk. No runs. We go to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 2. Bottom of the fifth in a 2-2 tie. 8-9-1 due up for the TBC Eagles. Colby Kennedy, Josh Wharton, and Elvin Granado, and they will face a new Tigers pitcher, left-hander Eric Claudio, who is 1-1 with a 7.40 ERA, making his 14th appearance, all of them in relief. Claudio has pitched 20 2/3 innings, allowed 27 hits, 17 earned runs. He has walked 20 and struck out 14. Alexander Davila went 4 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs on 4 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 2. Kennedy 0 for 1, down on strikes in the second inning. Eric Claudio ready to make his first pitch, and this one is lined into center field, a base hit for Kennedy. First ball swinging, and he gets the knock, so he's aboard for second baseman Josh Wharton, who put the Eagles ahead 2-1 in the second with an RBI single into left. Eric Claudio, freshman from Orlando, Florida's Timber Creek High School. Wharton 1 for 1 with that base hit we told you about a moment ago. Kennedy at first. Wharton drops down the bunt but fouls it off to the right side. Claudio, no balls and a strike. Wharton again showing bunt, and he pulls it back in time to take one low and outside. Edward Waters Tigers, members of the NAIA Gulf Coast Athletic Conference. Looking forward to their postseason tournament as well, their conference tournament. Here's the 1-1. Wharton squares around again. Started to go after the high pitch, and now a check, and no, he pulled back in time, so it's 2-1. Wharton ahead 2-1, squares around once again. Kennedy on first, and this one in the dirt and hits the batter, and Wharton will trot on down to first. So Wharton hustling down to first. Kennedy advances to second. That's a hit batsman. Elvin Granado, the leadoff hitter, with 2 on and nobody out. Eagles, good opportunity now to regain the lead. They led 1-0 and 2-1. Each time, though, the Tigers have come back to tie it. 2-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Granado can get one past Frankie. He could run a long time. Here is the pitch. He squares around a bunt. Frankie will charge, put on the tag, but not have another play. Sacrifice bunt to the credit of Granado. 3 unassisted, 1 out. Both Kennedy and Wharton advanced to third and second respectively, and now Parker Laffrey with a good opportunity to put the Eagles back out in front. Laffrey has driven in 14. And the first pitch from Claudio. High fly ball. That should at least score the run. It is going to be caught in center field. Thomas runs that one down. However, Kennedy scores, and the Eagles lead 3-2. Wharton holds up at second, but a sacrifice fly drives in the run. Laffrey just picked up his 15th RBI of the season. Mark Rogers at the plate. He is grounded out to short twice. One of them, though, brought home a run. That was in the first inning, and he chased one in the dirt. And it's 0-1. So credit Parker Laffrey with a sacrifice fly and the RBI that put the Eagles out front 3-2. Claudio checks the runner, delivers, and misses just off the outside corner. One ball, one strike. Wharton, good speed at second. He should be able to score on a ball into the outfield. The 1-1 misses upstairs. Two balls and a strike. Pitch on the way, and it is fouled back. Count even at 2-2. Rogers trying to drive in a potential insurance run. Here is the 2-2 from Claudio. A looper into right field. That ball is going to be on the ground. Wharton will round third. The throw to the plate, not in time, and the Eagles lead by 2. Garcia made a great effort on the dive, and for a moment I wasn't sure if he made the catch or the trap. The ball hit the ground. Rogers drives in the run. Wharton scores. Eagles lead 4-2. So both Laffrey and Rogers drive home the runs. Kennedy and Wharton cross the plate. Van Sickle in the box with the runner at first and 2 outs. A hard ground ball towards third. Laro makes a good solid throw, and that ends the inning, but a good inning for the TBC Eagles. They get 2 runs, 2 hits, a hit batsman, sac fly, and 1 man left. After 5, it's TBC 4, Edward Waters 2. Eagles got 2 in the bottom of the 5th and lead 4-2 as we start the top of the 6th. 9-1-2 due up for the Tigers. Van Sickle's first pitch to Shubert is fouled off. Payton Shubert is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a reach on an error. Shubert, the number 9 hitter, followed by top of the order Marcus Judd and Damani Thomas. High fly ball, shallow center field. Heller started to go back, has to come in, and he makes the catch. Hardly any wind at all. If anything, a very gentle breeze. Not going to help or hinder a fly ball. Marcus Judd at the plate. He has walked, gotten hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to bring home a run, and he is grounded to third. TBC 4, Edward Waters 2. Van Sickle has looked sharp, both runs unearned. High pop-up, and this one is out of play. Van Sickle has allowed just 3 hits. He has struck out 5, walked 4. The 0-1 on the way, ground ball toward the hole and into left field for a base hit. Granado made a valiant effort, probably wouldn't have had much of a play at first. Judd hustled and he runs very well. So a runner at first, 1 out. Only the 4th hit that Van Sickle has allowed. Again, he's looked really sharp. Damani Thomas walked his last time up. Had a couple of well-hit line drives caught. So he's 0 for 2 officially. He's had some good at-bats. Runner at first, 1 out. Judd has the runner and a fly ball towards right. Alvarez now drifting near the line, and this one is off the fence. Fair ball. Judd had to make sure that wasn't going to be caught, so that's going to be a single. And that one kept taking off on Alvarez, knuckled away from him, and almost got out. It didn't look like it was going that far at first, but it hit that 320 sign. And Judd had to hold up, otherwise he'd be at third and Thomas would be at second. That's hit number 5 for the Tigers. 2 on, 1 out. Time called. Coach Copeland heads out to the mound. And we're going to have a new pitcher. Merrick Ask heads out to the mound. We'll tell you about Ask in just a minute. We'll be right back. The new pitcher for the TBC Eagles, number 23, Merrick Ask, who is 1-1 with a 7.20 ERA, but he has really pitched the ball exceptionally well of late. This is his 13th appearance, all in relief. He has 1 save. Ask has pitched 25 innings, allowing 35 hits, 20 earned runs. He has walked 7 and struck out 13. Soft tosser that keeps hitters off balance. Rough start to the season, but of late he has pitched very well. He inherits 2 runners aboard at first and second and 1 out. Those runners, responsibility of Will Van Sickle, 5 1/3, 2 unearned runs, but again he's responsible for the 2 men on base. Caden Frankie trying to drive home at least 1. He is 1 for 3. Ask's first pitch. Off speeder, and it gets the zone for strike 1. Van Sickle walked 4, struck out 5. No balls and a strike, and the pitch misses up and away. Judd had a solid base hit on the ground into left. Thomas hit one off the 320 sign. Alvarez almost made the catch. Judd had to hold up, and that's why they're still at first and second. And that one in the zone, and it's 1-2. Good fastball on the inside corner. Outfield playing deep for Caden Frankie. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Instead to throw to second, a close play, but Judd is back in under the tag. Frankie has homered 3 times. He has driven in 30 runs. He is the team leader in runs batted in. Ask ready with the 1-2. Line drive into center field. A base hit. Heller will come up. Judd rounds third. The throw to the plate is cut off, and it's 4-3. RBI single for Caden Frankie. RBI number 31 on the season. 1 out. Also on the play, Thomas advances first to third. So runners at the corners. That run charged to Van Sickle. Freddie Torres now the batter. He is 0 for 3, but a chance for him to tie the game if he can get that runner from third in. That is Damani Thomas. Frankie at first. Ball in the dirt. Lafferty blocks it, keeps the runners where they are. One ball, no strikes. And a swing and a miss on a fastball. Nice job by Frankie. He looked fooled on a couple of those soft tosses from Ask, and he waited back on that last one, and he hit it very hard into center field. Heller made a good throw, but Judd, with his speed, no chance to get him at the plate. Here's the 1-1, and this one a little bit low. So 2 balls and a strike. One on the way, a line drive into right field. That's a hit. Thomas will score. Runner on his way to third. The throw is in time. Frankie cut down, trying to go first to third, but Freddie Torres drives home the tying run, and it's 4-4. Good play from right. Alvarez made a solid throw right on target. Eagles get the out at third. Torres aboard at first. He just drove in the tying run. Joey Eischen at the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a run scored. So now close the book on Will Van Sickle. 4 runs, but only 2 of those earned, and we have a timeout. Coach Copeland wanted to talk with the home plate umpire. So Eischen now ready. That ball not hit all that hard, but in the open hole, and it got home the tying run. Eischen takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Ask taking his time, now delivers the 0-1, a fastball just a little bit low. He wanted that call, but didn't get it. 2 outs, a runner at first, that's Freddie Torres. 2 runs are in, we're tied at 4 in the top of the 6th. One ball, 1 strike. Ask delivers. Ground ball towards third. Rogers will go the short route and get the force at second to end the inning. 2 runs are in on 3 hits. 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 6th, all tied up at 4. Hey, we've had a nice back and forth game through the first 5.5. It is 4-4 as the Eagles come to bat. 5, 6, and 7 are due up. That's Noah Harder, E.J. Alvarez, and Ryan Heller. Tigers 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the sixth. Eagles 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fifth. So each time Trinity Baptist has taken the lead, Edward Waters has come back to tie it. Eagles haven't trailed in the ball game. Made a couple of defensive mistakes that have helped the Tigers early in the game. That last inning, 3 well-struck line drive hits, and that resulted in the tying runs crossing. So Noah Harder at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the second. Grounded out his last time up, and the first pitch in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. Eric Claudio with the pitch, and a breaking ball misses. Claudio, in his second inning of work, allowed 2 runs in the fifth. And pitch on the way is lifted into shallow left center. Has a chance to drop, and it is... We're going to see if he's caught it. No, he didn't. Another one that hit the ground and went immediately into the glove, and I had to wait for the umpire because that was a really good effort by Dimartino. But a leadoff single for Noah Harder. So Eagles with the potential go-ahead run on base. E.J. Alvarez at the plate looking to advance the runner, if not get on himself. Last time up, he tried to bunt, but a great play by then pitcher Alexander Davila got him at first. He shows bunt and fouls this one off. No balls and a strike. Alvarez is driven in 15. He has a runner at first. Noah Harder, nobody out, showing bunt again, and he pulls this one back. Harder had a great secondary lead. Santana came up looking like he wanted to fire to first. Harder, though, got back. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another fastball taken upstairs. That's third baseman Adrian Laro you see charging up toward the plate on the pitch. He's expecting Alvarez to put down the bunt. EJ's up 2-1. Shows bunt again. Drops it down to the right side. Laro comes all the way across the field and gets the out at first. Sacrifice bunt for EJ Alvarez. Harder into second with 1 out. Adrian Laro charged hard well before the bunt was down and made a perfect throw to first. Ryan Heller at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Heller has driven in 27. A chance to put the Eagles back into the lead. First pitch on the way and a breaking ball. This one is outside. Ball, no strikes. And this one is low, and Heller's ahead in the count. Heller in Game 1 on Tuesday not only homered, but he also had 3 doubles. Here's a 2-0, and this one catches the outside corner. Two balls and a strike. Ryan Heller trying to drive in the run. Noah Harder singled, advanced to second on the sac bunt from Alvarez. 1 out. Claudio delivers. And this one is outside, and it's 3-1. Now Heller doesn't chase too many out of the zone. He has a good eye at the plate. Likes to swing the bat. He has walked 9 times. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4 puts runners at first and second with 1 out. Colby Kennedy at the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. He led off the 5th with a base hit, scored the first of 2 that inning. Harder at second, Heller at first. Kennedy has driven in 3 since rejoining a lineup just a few days ago. First pitch. Line drive, well hit into right. That one's going to be caught. Harder will tag. He'll advance to third. The Eagles have runners at the corners with 2 outs. Carlos Garcia had that one all the way. Kennedy hit it pretty well, but Garcia able to make the catch. Josh Wharton at the plate. He has an RBI single. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 5th. That base hit that drove in a run came in the 2nd. 2 on, 2 out. Claudio's first pitch. Strike called. Heller has not tried to steal a base yet this season. Frankie holding him on. Judd at second, playing up the middle for Wharton. And that one is outside, and the count is even at 1-1. Wharton lined that base hit in the 2nd down the left field line. The 1-1, swing and a miss. That one dipped out of sight. A great pitch from Eric Claudio. Kind of a ball and 2 strikes on Wharton. Check swing, but strike 3 called. Wharton pleading his case. He did not go around, but I believe the umpire was calling the pitch a strike, and that ends the inning. Eagles get a base hit and a walk, but nothing else. They leave 2, and after 6, we're tied 4-4. Noah Harder will pitch to the Tigers as they come to bat in the top of the 7th. Will Van Sickle has taken over at first base. Merrick Ask has come out of the game. I don't see any other changes, so the batting order will stay intact. Ask, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits. The 2 runs that scored while he was on the mound not charged to him. We're tied at 4 as we start the top of the 7th. Remember, this is a 9-inning game, the only one tonight. These 2 will play a doubleheader tomorrow at 12 at J.P. Small Memorial Park. Ricardo Santana steps up to the plate to lead off the 7th. He is 0 for 1. Sack bunt in the second, a ground out to short in the fourth, and a hit batsman in the fifth. Tigers now looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. There's a ground ball towards short. Granado charges, throws to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Noah Harder. Noah has a high ERA, but he struggled his first couple outings of the season, but since then he's done a whole lot better. He is 1-3, has 2 saves. 1 pitch, 1 out, and the first pitch misses outside to Carlos Garcia. 0 for 1 is Garcia, but he has scored a run. Reached on an error and came across in the fourth. Harder gets the next fastball in the zone. It's 1-1. Harder's making his 11th appearance. He has started once. And a breaking ball and a beauty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a ground ball towards first. Van Sickle gets his body in front of it and takes the play himself for out number 2. That one took a funny hop on Van Sickle, but again, he got his body in front, made sure the ball didn't get by, ended up fielding it cleanly and getting the easy unassisted putout. Adrian Laro at the plate. He is 1 for 3. Harder's first pitch, fastball, popped up and out of play. Oakland leads Baltimore 2-0 in the third. Kansas City 2-0 over Detroit in the fourth. The 0-1 from Harder, fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Mets and Nationals, no score after 3. Boston leads Seattle 2-1. That game in the bottom of the second at Fenway. Strike 3, a blazing fastball at the top of the zone, and Noah Harder gets a perfect 1-2-3 top of the 7th. We go to the bottom half, all knotted up at 4. New pitcher for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th, wearing number 7, is Jabadil Hernandez Echeverria. This is a freshman from Moca, Puerto Rico, transferred from Arkansas Baptist College. He's 1-0 with a .616 earned run average. He's making his 5th appearance. He has started 3 times. He has a complete game shutout, 19 total innings pitched. He has allowed 13 earned runs while walking 5 and striking out 6. Elvin Granado leading off, pops up the first pitch out of play for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Eric Claudio, 2 innings in relief, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And the 0-1 from Echeverria, high fly ball, well hit towards center, but Granado got under it just a bit. And that allowed Thomas to make the catch. So 1 out. Again, a well-hit fly ball off the batter, Granado. Just barely got under it. 1 out for Parker Lafferty, who is 0 for 2, but had a sac fly his last time up. That brought home a run. And the first pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. High pop foul, out of play. Hernandez Echeverria in his first inning of work got the first man he faced. Has a count of 1-1 on Parker Lafferty. And the breaking ball stays inside. Count of 2-1. I don't see any further changes for Coach Johnson and the Tigers. And this one in the dirt. Lafferty ahead now, 3 balls and a strike. 9-1-2 due up for the Tigers in the top of the 8th. Here's the 3-1. Chopper towards short. Clean field and a strong throw for the out. Shubert played the hop perfectly and made a great throw across to Frankie at first. Lafferty made that one pretty close. Mark Rogers, a third baseman, has driven in 2. 1 with a ground ball, actually robbed of a hit on that, and 1 with a base hit into right. So he's 1 for 3 with 2 ribbies. Trying to start a 2-out rally, and he takes the first pitch inside. Rogers, a number 3 hitter in the Eagles lineup, playing third base tonight. He'll play pretty much anywhere on the infield. Here's the 1-0, and this one is upstairs. Two balls, no strikes. And pitch on the way. This one is fouled off. We saw Mark's younger sister here at a Fletcher High School softball game at Trinity Christian Academy. She plays the outfield for the Fletcher Senators. The 2-1 with 2 outs. And this one misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. That was a great game they played too. Trinity ended up with the win, but good to see the Rogers family out there cheering on Jordan Rogers of Fletcher. And he taps this one foul. Count 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Eagles batting in the bottom of the 7th in a 4-4 tie. Payoff pitch. Strike 3, a good fastball right by the hitter. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th for Jabdil Hernandez Echeverria. And after 7, we're tied at 4. Payton Shubert, Marcus Judd, and Damani Thomas are the scheduled Tigers hitters as they come to bat in the top of the 8th in a 4-4 tie. 9-1-2. Then they're facing Noah Harder, who had a very easy top of the 7th with 1 strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for Harder. Shubert steps up, 0 for 3. Strikeout, reached on an error, and a fly out to center. Harder getting ready for his first pitch of the 8th. Shubert shows bunt and takes one on the outside corner. I don't think he agreed with the call. 4, 5, and 6 due up for TBC in the bottom of the 8th. Van Sickle, Harder, and Alvarez. Swing and a miss, and Shubert might have helped the pitcher chasing one down in the dirt. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball fouled off. So count remains 0-2. Harder gets a sign he likes, winds and delivers a breaking ball, and this one is caught on a hard line drive right at Mark Rogers. Another one hit so hard, didn't really have a chance to get the camera there in time, but Rogers with the glove work keeps Shubert off the base pass. Top of the order, Marcus Judd at the plate. He has driven in a run. That came on a bases loaded hit by pitch in the 2nd. In the 6th, he singled and scored. And Harder looking sharp, gets the breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. That was a 2-run 6th inning for the Tigers. They came back from down 4-2 to tie it up. Swing and a miss. Great pitch by Harder, and it's 0-2. Judd looked like he wasn't really sure if he should have swung at that one, but he's down 0-2. Harder winds and delivers. Fastball, got him! Couple of off-speeders, and then the heater. Out number 2. Strikeout number 2 for Harder. Damani Thomas comes up. 2 outs, bases empty. He also singled and scored in the 2-run 6th inning. Both Judd and Thomas singled, and then Frankie and Torres drove them in. Those are the next 2 scheduled hitters. Harder's first pitch, fastball, missed the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a breaking ball for a swinging strike 1. Thomas way out in front and over the top of that one. Harder ready. Here's the 1-1 fastball. And this one also called outside. So 2 balls and a strike. Like to get Thomas here and worry about Frankie and Torres in the 9th. Harder ready, the 2-1. That one's called ball 3. Three balls and a strike. And the pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Full count. Harder doesn't care what the count is. He'll throw any pitch at any time. So he's tough to guess on. Here's a 3-2. Fastball, high fly ball, right field, headed toward the corner. Alvarez on the move in foul territory, and this one is out of play. I believe it cleared the fence. Fortunately, foul. Thomas got that one off the 320 sign in the 6th. and nearly put one out. That one did clear the fence, but he was out in front a little too much. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Harder's pitch. Fastball, strike 3. Thomas swings through it. Harder strikes out 2 in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 4. Will Van Sickle will lead off for the TBC Eagles. In the bottom of the 8th, we're tied at 4. Van Sickle is followed by Harder and Alvarez. Hernandez Echeverria, a perfect 7th. Second inning of work, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. You got 1 strikeout that ended that 7th inning. Job deal, Hernandez Echeverria. Ready for the 1-0. And an off speed gets the outside corner, not the one Van Sickle wanted, so he took it. And it's 1-1. All pitchers have worked really quickly tonight. It's been a fast-paced game. Dropped down a little from the side, but missed low for ball 2. 4-7-0 for the Tigers, 4-7-4 for the Eagles. This one in the dirt. Van Sickle ahead 3-1. Will Van Sickle trying to get on, start the bottom of the 8th. And a pitch. Ball 4, he is aboard. First base runner allowed by Echeverria. Noah Harder at the plate. He has walked and scored. Last time up, singled. 1 for 2 officially. And timeout. Pitching coach Sean Stevens heads out to the mound. Cubs beat the Brewers 15-2 this afternoon. Oakland leads Baltimore 2-0 in the 4th. Kansas City 2-0 over Detroit in the 5th. Mets and Nationals scoreless in the 4th. Xander Bogaerts homered for the Red Sox. They lead Seattle 2-1 in the 3rd. Toronto 4, Tampa Bay 0 in the 4th. Yankees lead Cleveland 4-3 in the 3rd. Braves 2, D-backs 0 in the 4th. Angels and Astros just now getting started. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Will Van Sickle heading out to first base for the TBC Eagles. This is Sammy Coffrin, who was just cleared earlier today from injury to put on the uniform, and Coach Copeland has gotten him into the ball game. So Sammy Coffrin with very good speed, he's at first. Will Van Sickle drew the walk to lead off the inning. There's another conference with Coach Johnson and the home plate umpire over on the first base side of the field. Harder ready to take his hacks. Now, Coffrin did play a lot early in the season, but he's missed a lot of action, and he is very happy to be out there on the field. Coffrin is 2 for 2 in stolen base opportunities. At the plate, he is 4 out of 36. That's Sammy Coffrin with a couple of RBIs. But now doing some pinch running for Van Sickle. Now we are ready, and this is the first time that Echeverria has gone with a runner on base. Harder squares, drops down the bunt. The throw will go to second. It is called out, but no way. Coffrin looked like he had beaten that one by a full step, and he is called out. Eagles fans very unhappy with the call, but that will stand. That'll go as 2-6 on the putout. Fielder's choice credited to Noah Harder. 1 out with a runner at first. From up here, it looked like Coffrin had beaten that throw by plenty, but he is called out. E.J. Alvarez now at the plate. Alvarez ready to take his hacks. Noah Harder at first. And now the Eagles are going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Christian Nieves will head on out to first base. Well, the Tigers get a call at second base. Again, Eagles and the fans very unhappy with the call. But there's 1 out. Nieves now at first base for the TBC Eagles. Alvarez grounds it up the middle. It is knocked down. He'll get the force out at second, but nothing else. "6-4 on the putout. Alvarez aboard on a fielder's choice. 2 outs. Ryan Heller at the plate. It will be Frankie, Torres, and Eischen due up for Ed Waters in the top of the 9th. Heller has singled, grounded to third, and walked. Echeverria from the stretch. First pitch to Heller. Line drive headed toward the gap, but that is going to be caught. Well hit. Unfortunately for Heller and the Eagles, Carlos Garcia was playing him toward the gap and was able to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Well, a walk and nothing else for the Eagles. Controversial call at second. We go to the 9th, all tied at 4. Caden Frankie, Freddie Torres, Joseph Eischen, the scheduled hitters in the top of the 9th. We are tied at 4. Noah Harder has pitched 2 perfect innings with 3 strikeouts. His first pitch to Frankie swung on and missed. Right now it is Noah Harder against Jabdil Hernandez Echeverria. Third pitcher for each team. Here's the 0-1. Gets the corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Harder working quickly, and this one is outside. Again, a very fast-paced game. We're already in the 9th, about 2 hours and 20 minutes in. And a breaking ball dips a little low. Harder trying to get through the 9th without a run and give his team a chance to walk it off. 8, 9, and 1 are due up in the bottom half. Good swing by Frankie, and he fouls it off. Colby Kennedy will lead things off, barring any changes, followed by Josh Wharton and leadoff man Elvin Granado. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Harder ready, and the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. That's a 3rd in a row for Harder and 4th overall. 1 out, base is empty. Left fielder Freddie Torres at the plate. He singled home a run in the 6th. That one tied the game at 4, and we've been there ever since. That breaking ball misses inside. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch. And a fastball misses inside for ball 2. Count of 2-0. Harder winds and delivers. It's a high foul out of play. Count of 2-1. And a pitch, swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Tied at 4 in the 9th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High drive, well hit towards right center. This one is going to be on the ground. Torres pulls up into second with a 1-out double. Great effort by Alvarez in right, just couldn't get there in time, and now the potential go-ahead run at second base with 1 out. And we're going to have a runner for Torres. I think that is Keelan Washington, if I'm seeing it correctly, heading out to second base. No, that is not Washington. I thought it was. That is Tompkins, who did some running earlier in the ball game as a courtesy runner. This is now a pinch running appearance. Joey Eischen has a chance to put the Tigers out in front. First hit, first base runner allowed by Noah Harder. Runner at second, 1 out, top of the 9th, 4-4 tie. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Harder. Joey Eischen against Noah Harder. Eischen has driven in 8 on the season. And the 0-1. Call the strike on the inside corner. Eischen looked like he didn't agree with that one, but it's 0-2. Wharton holding the runner close at second. Harder from the stretch. A breaking ball fouled off over the dugout. Count, no balls, 2 strikes. Kennedy in left, Heller in center, Alvarez in right, all 3 with pretty good arms. Good speed at second base and Tompkins. Here's the 0-2. Instead, Harder turns and looks, and the runner back, nothing going on. Darquarius Tompkins, a runner at second from Madison, Florida, Madison County High School. Sophomore at Edward Waters. Here's the 0-2, strike 3 swinging. Noah Noah Harder strikes out Aishin. A big out for him to get, keeping that runner at second base. Now a chance to leave that runner stranded. Santana trying to drive home the go-ahead run. He is 0 for 2. Harder's first pitch, swing and a miss, and Noah Harder is dialing it up here in the 9th inning. Again, trying to give his team a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. He's going to have to keep that runner stranded in order for the Eagles to need just the one run to win it. No balls and a strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Now let's see if he tries to pump it up even more or slows this one down. As I said before, he'll throw any pitch at any time. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball misses upstairs. Might have been trying to get the hitter to chase that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carlos Garcia waits on deck. The 1-2, a breaking ball that misses. Broke a little too late, stayed upstairs. Good patience by Santana. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fastball, got him! Well, a 1-out double, but Noah Harder strikes out 3 in the inning. Eagles have a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th. 8-9-1 coming up. We're tied at 4. Eagles need just 1 run to win it, and Colby Kennedy will lead things off. He's followed by Josh Wharton, then the top of the order, Elvin Granados. So 8-9-1, we're tied at 4. Tigers have 4 runs on 8 hits. They've not committed an error. Eagles have scored 4 runs on 7 hits. They have committed 4 errors. For the Tigers, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and 2 in the 6th. Trinity got 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, and 2 in the 5th. Colby Kennedy looking to start what he and the Eagles hope will be a 1-run game-winning rally. The first pitch from Echeverria is fouled off over the dugout. Job deal, Hernandez, Echeverria, 2 innings so far, just 1 walk allowed. It's also struck out 1 Eagle. The 0-1 to Kennedy is a little bit low. Eagles in the dugout cheering on Kennedy, looking to get him on base. Here's the 1-1. Fastball is upstairs for ball 2. Again, these 2 teams play twice tomorrow in downtown Jacksonville. Doubleheader starting at 12. The 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Kennedy looked like he might have lost his footing on the swing. Chance for him to regroup, get back in the box with a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 3 is upstairs, and the count is full. This will be a very important pitch for Echeverria. 3-2 on the way, strike 3. 1 out, strikeout number 2 for Echeverria. Number 9 man, Josh Wharton at the plate. He's had a pretty good night. 1 for 2 with a run scored and a run driven in. Last time up, called out on strikes. Eagles want to get him aboard and use his speed. 1 out, base is empty. First pitch is a little bit inside. Should we go to the 10th, it'll be the bottom third of the order for the Tigers. Here's the 1-0. Check swing, and he went around. Umpire didn't need any help with that one, so it's 1-1. A lot of room down the line for Wharton, should he choose to go that way. And this one he swings through, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carlos Garcia, Adrian Laro, Payton Shubert are scheduled in the 10th should we get there. Echeverria ready with the 1-2, 1 out, base is empty. And the pitch, ground ball towards third. Torres throws to first in time. He has played a very steady, solid third base tonight. Wharton hit the ball pretty sharply, but unfortunately right at the Tigers' third baseman. Granado trying to get on, keep this inning alive. Singled and a run scored in the first. Ground ball, sac bunt, and a flyout since then. And a pitch in the dirt. That's ball 1. Parker Laffrey hoping for an opportunity in the 10th. And the pitch. There's a chopper towards third. Laro will field on the charge. Throw to first in time. And again, he has played a very steady third base. Well, we're going extra innings. 9, not enough tonight. Top of the 10th coming up in a 4-4 tie. Top of the 10th, and 7, 8, 9 due up for Ed Waters. Carlos Garcia, Adrian Laro, Payton Shubert. Noah Harder back on the mound, ready to start his 4th inning of work. He's allowed just 1 hit, a double in the 9th to Freddie Torres. He then struck out 2 and actually struck out 3 in the inning. Garcia will lead off. He has walked twice, reached on an error, scored a run, and grounded to first. Well, in the bottom of the 10th, Parker Laffrey will lead off for TBC, number 2 man, followed by Rogers and Van Sickle. But first, Noah Harder has to get through the 10th inning with the Tigers at the plate. Eagles haven't trailed tonight, but each time they've gone ahead, Ed Waters has come back to tie it. First pitch in there for a strike. Of course, the first man of the inning, very important to get him out. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss, and Noah Harder is throwing some BBs tonight. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball right up our way and just missed us in the press box. And we were wondering why the net there, as you see on the camera, that's the reason. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch misses low and outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and Garcia flinched, but held up in time. Two balls, 2 strikes. Harder ready and delivers, and misses down low. So after getting the first 2 strikes and a foul ball, he's missed 3 in a row. Payoff pitch, Harder winds. Delivery, strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Harder. 3 1/3 innings, 1 hit. Now the third baseman, Adrian Laro's at the plate. He is 1 for 4, a couple of strikeouts. Harder's first pitch swung on and missed, and like I said, he is throwing some serious heat. Now 3 1/3 innings, and the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Harder ready, here's the 0-2. And that one fouled off, and Harder looks like he means business. He is just reaching back and firing. Another 0-2 pitch coming. Ground ball back to the box. Harder snares it. Flips to first, 2 away. Breaks a string of 3 consecutive strikeouts, but doesn't matter how you get them out as long as you do. Payton Shubert at the plate. He is 0 for 4. Harder ready. Takes a long look in. And time called. What do you say we get Shubert? Score that run in the bottom of the 10th and worry about the top of the order tomorrow. Here's the first pitch, and Shubert takes it down low. One ball, no strikes. And another one that misses low for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And that one just misses outside. So it's 3-0. Harder now from the stretch, and he delivers a strike on the inside corner. Count of 3-1, trying to come back after missing with the first 3. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 10th. We're tied at 4. And he gets strike 2 on the foul ball, and now a chance to put the Tigers away and give his team another chance to finish it up in the 10th. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Eagles. Harder's going to wind up with the full count. High pop foul out of play. Last time up, Shubert laced one right at third baseman Mark Rogers. Here's a 3-2. Strike 3 on a breaking ball. Noah Harder has struck out 8 and again gives his offense a chance to walk it off. We go to the bottom of the 10th, tied at 4. All right, Eagles with another opportunity to get the game-winning run in walk-off fashion. Parker Laffrey, Mark Rogers, Will Van Sickle are the scheduled hitters. 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Noah Harder would bat 4th. Alvarez and Heller would follow if necessary. Jobdale Hernandez Echeverria with his first pitch of the 10th, and he misses down low. He has pitched 3 innings. He's allowed just 1 base runner via the walk. Here's the 1-0. And a beautiful curveball dropped down from the side and got the strike. It's Harder against Echeverria, and both have been fantastic. The 1-1. High pop-up. Frankie right by the bag makes the catch. So 1 away from Mark Rogers.
Number 11, Mark Rogers.
1 out, base is empty. Rogers came in hitting .358. Got his team leading 33rd and 34th RBIs earlier tonight. He's gone deep once. That wasn't a walk-off, but it was an official game winner just a few weeks ago. Took that first pitch outside for ball 1. And the 1-0, and this one misses upstairs. He hit that home run against Thomas University. Two balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He took a good rip and came up empty. If we go to the 11th, Edward Waters will have the top of the order. Judd, Thomas, and Frankie. Two 2-1 on the way, and this one is called strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Echeverria winds and delivers, and this one is fouled off to the right side. Will Van Sickle waits on deck. Echeverria just threw his 40th pitch. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball, line down the left field line, but hooking foul. That one cleared the fence, but unfortunately, Rogers was out in front of her. Otherwise, this ball game is over. Count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. High pop up out of way, and a nice battle between Echeverria and Rogers. Count of 2-2 once again. Echeverria takes a long look in over his glove. Now winds. And the 2-2. Ground ball towards third. Laro's going to knock it down. Throw to first in time. Caden Frankie, a big man over there at first base, able to reach up high and make the catch. Got him by less than a step, and that's out number 2.
Now back to the Eagles. Number 5, Will Van Sickle.
So it'll be Will Van Sickle. He has doubled, popped to left, grounded to third, and walked. Starting pitcher came off the mound for a while, then went over to first base when Harder hit the mound. And 1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball misses outside. Should he reach, Noah Harder will bat next. Count of 2-0. And the pitch. Pulled foul down the right side. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. Eagles batting in the bottom of the 10th. Tied at 4, and a pitch. And that one missed for ball 3. That looked good from up here, but it's 3-1. Echeverria delivers. Strike 2 called, and the count is full. Late call. Van Sickle thought it was ball 4 because he didn't hear anything at first, and now he picks up his bat and heads back to the box. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the payoff pitch. Pulled foul to the right side, and that one would have had home run distance. That ball was never fair. Another 3-2 on the way. And Van Sickle able to reach down, foul it off. That one hit off the umpire. Santana will allow the umpire to have a moment to regroup. Catcher and umpire will do that for each other because they both know they can take a beating back there on those foul balls. Another 3-2 coming from Jabdil Hernandez Echeverria. Ball 4. Eagles get a base runner with 2 outs. That's a live ball. Santana couldn't find it, but Van Sickle just trotted on down to first. It wasn't far enough away for him to try to advance anyway. But Van Sickle represents the winning run at first base. He runs pretty well. Eagles have already used Christian Nieves and Sammy Coffrin. Noah Harder at the plate. He has walked and scored. He's also singled, so he is 1 for 3 officially. Good swing, and this one fouled back. So no balls and a strike. Harder put a good swing on it, fouled it straight back. A lot of room on the right side for the left-handed hitter, and a really good block and a ball in the dirt. Santana said that when the game started. Not much gets by him. Should Harder reach without driving in the run, E.J. Alvarez would bat next. 1 ball, 1 strike, and a pitch right down the middle. Harder took that one, and it's 1-2, and I think he wants that one back. Count of 1-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. The ball in the dirt, and Santa applies a tag, and that ends the inning. After 10, it's not settled yet. We're still tied at 4. That was Marcus Judd with the ground ball. That was bobbled and then thrown to the sideline. So Judd is aboard, leading off the 11th. Now the go-ahead run at second base. That is a 5th error committed by the TBC Eagles. Damani Thomas trying to bring home the run. He has a single and a run scored in the 6th. Went down on strikes his last time up. Runner at second, nobody out. High fly ball towards center. Heller on his horse, giving chase. He will not get there. A run is going to score. Judd rounds third. He will score, and Thomas in at third with an RBI triple. Well, the run is unearned, but the Tigers lead for the first time. It's 5-4. And they still have a runner at third with nobody out, and the heart of the batting order coming up. Caden Frankie, followed by Freddie Torres and Joey Eischen. Harder will wind up with the runner at third. One run is in. 5-4 Tigers. All 4 infielders in to try to keep the run from scoring. Nobody out. Harder delivers, and this one is fouled off to the left side. Eagles will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the 11th. Alvarez, Heller, and Kennedy. And this one misses outside, and the count is 1-1. Granado doing the right thing, backing up the throw back to the pitcher. That is a live ball. One ball, one strike. And this one misses upstairs. It's 2-1. Now Echeverria and Harder, the pitchers of record. Harder steps off. Now ready with the 2-1. And it misses low for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Strike 2 called. Count of 3-2 on Caden Frankie. Trying to drive home what would be an insurance run. Ground ball, foul. That one just to the right of the line. Break for the Eagles. That ball was fair right until it got to the bag and turned right. So Frankie returns to the box. Thomas returns to third. 3-2, ball 4. Runners at the corners with nobody out. Well, Harder has pitched 4+ innings. That's his first walk. He has struck out 8 and allowed just 1 unearned run. It might be it for him, though, as Coach Copeland heads out to the mound. Echeverria equally effective, keeping the Eagles off bases for the most part, just 2 walks himself. And should the score hold up, Echeverria would be the winning pitcher. Now there's a new man on the mound for the Eagles. Coming in to take over for Noah Harder, Patrick Chevron. No win-loss record, a 1.86 ERA. He'll be making his 7th appearance. He has pitched 9 2/3 innings. Allowed 9 hits, only 2 earned runs. He has walked 4 and struck out 5. Only 2 of the 5 runs for the Tigers have been earned tonight, and Chevron will inherit runners at first and third with nobody out. First man he will face will be Freddie Torres, barring any changes, but I don't see why that would happen. Torres does have his bat in the on-deck circle, and he's followed by Joey Eischen. Torres is 2 for 5, an RBI single in the 6th and a double in the 9th. Tough task for Patrick Chevron. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. The go-ahead run has scored. Edward Waters leads 5-4, batting in the top of the 11th. Well, for 11 innings, we still haven't quite hit 3 hours yet. We're about 2 minutes away from doing that. So it's been a well-paced game. Eagles, though, have committed... Actually, there were 2 errors charged on that opening ground ball of the inning, so they have now committed 6 errors that have led to 3 of the Tigers' runs. Tigers have played flawless defense. And we'll see if Echeverria comes out to try to finish off the bottom of the 11th. He has been terrific, and I believe he's still around or even under 50 pitches. Noah Harder stays in the game. He goes to 3rd base. Mark Rogers has gone to 2nd. Josh Wharton has come out. Runners on the move, and the first pitch low and outside. No throw. Tompkins, the pinch runner for Frankie, he takes 2nd base. The 1-0, pop this one up. That's Jose Hernandez, not Frankie, my mistake. He's the runner at 2nd base. Took over for Caden Frankie. 1 ball, 1 strike, and this one in the dirt for ball 2. Chevron, the 2-1, and he misses upstairs for ball 3. Count of 3-1. Chevron winds and delivers. Gets the inside corner, and it's 3-2. First base is open, but there's nobody out. And a 3-2 on the way. Curveball misses high for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Chevron walks Torres to load the bases. Joey Eischen at the plate. Tiger at every base. Infield in to get the out at the plate. Nobody out. Chevron will wind up with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. A good fastball down in the zone, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Chevron has slowed down the pace. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 called. A good pitch right at the knees. Of course, and nobody holding Hernandez anywhere close at 2nd. He's about halfway to 3rd with his lead. Here's the 0-2. And a good swing and a foul ball. So anything into the outfield will score Hernandez from 2nd. Monty Thomas at third, Jose Hernandez at second, Freddie Torres at first. And the 0-2. Curve ball, swing and a miss. That's out number 1. Carlos Santana at the plate. He's 0 for 3, but he also has a sac bunt and a hit batsman. Chevron trying to do a little Houdini trick. Came in with 2 on. Just got the first out after the bases got loaded, and he misses upstairs for ball 1. Ball, no strikes. And this one is up high for ball 2. Count of 2-0. And the pitch on the way is fouled off, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Infield still pulled in with the force at home and 1 away. 2-1 on the way is low and inside for ball 3. Nowhere to put him. Chevron's going to have to get this one in the zone. Here comes the 3-1. Ground ball to third. Harder will come home, and a throw is high. A run is in. Here comes another run. Hernandez will score. And that is a 2-run error and a costly one for the Eagles. It's now 7-4. Chance at the double play, home to first. But instead, it gives the Tigers a 3-run lead. That'll be an error on the third baseman. No RBI credited because they would have had the out at home. Torres goes all the way to third. Santana to second. And we have a courtesy runner for the catcher at second base. Carlos Garcia at the plate, swings and misses the first pitch. John Noble's the runner at second base. High pop-up. Foul territory. Van Sickle gives way to Rogers, and he makes the catch. So 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Adrian Lauro at the plate for the Tigers. And Lauro being called back for a pinch hitter. Heading to the plate will be Lionel Garcia. First at bat of the night for Garcia. Has runners at second and third with 2 outs. He's hitting .310 on the season. He has driven in 5. Chevron will wind up with runners at second and third, and a line drive base hit into left will score 2. 1 run is in, another runner crosses, and Garcia has himself a 2-run double. Well, it's a 5-run inning and all 5 runs unearned. And it brings up Payton Shubert, the 9th man to bat. this first one misses. Snap throw almost went into center field. One ball, no strikes. Shubert is 0 for 5. And the 1-0 on the way is in the dirt. Lafferty makes the block. It's 2 balls, no strikes. And now the 2-0. High fly ball into right field. Down the line. Alvarez giving chase. Foul territory. Makes the catch. No, it came out of his glove, and everybody will return. That ball was in the glove and then came out, and that's going to be an error on the right fielder. Count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chevron now from the stretch and delivers. And this one's in the dirt. Lafferty with the block. 9-4 Tigers. All 5 runs in the inning unearned. And the 2-2. Line drive, well hit towards left center. That one is down. A run is in. Another runner on his way to second. An RBI double for Payton Shubert. So Garcia, after he doubles home 2, ends up scoring the run, and it's 10-4. Time called. Coach Broden out to the mound. Tigers have batted around. Marcus Judd started the inning reaching on an error. He scored the first of the now 6 runs. Oakland leads Baltimore 3-1 in the 6th. Kansas City 6-2 over Detroit in the 7th. Mets lead Washington 3-0 in the 7th. Red Sox 3, Mariners 2 in the 5th. Toronto 5-3 over Tampa Bay in the 6th. Yankees 5-3 over Cleveland in the 5th. Runner at second, 2 outs. Marcus Judd at the plate. He has scored twice tonight and also driven in a run. And the first pitch is a ground ball to short. Granado Fields can't make the play. And the inning stays alive. Shubert advances to third. There are 2 outs. And Dimartino Thomas at the plate. He tripled home the go-ahead run. Ended up scoring as well. Runners at the corners. Shubert at third, Judd at first. And that's a strike on the inside corner. No balls and a strike. Throw over to first. Got a chance at Judd, but he's back in time. Count of 0-1. Thomas at the plate and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fastball low, and the count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And pitch is upstairs, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And a high pop foul out of play. Eagles will have to rally in the bottom of the 11th. We'll have Alvarez, Heller, and Kennedy due up. 6, 7, and 8. Count of 2-2 on Dimartino. High fly ball, well hit. This one is back, and it is gone. 3-run homer for Dimartino. That has opened it up, and the Tigers lead now 13-4. No doubt about that one. Thomas knew it. Both Shubert and Judd score ahead of him, and the Tigers have had a big 9-run top of the 11th. Caden Frankie at the plate. He walked and scored earlier in the inning, and he fouls the first pitch off for strike 1. No balls and a strike. High fly ball, well hit towards right, but this one's going to stay in play for Alvarez, and that ends the inning. 9 unearned runs for the Tigers in the top of the 11th. We go to the bottom half. It is 13-4. E.J. Alvarez will lead things off for TBC in the bottom of the 11th, trailing 13-4, and the first pitch is low. 9 unearned runs in the top half for Edward Waters. The big blow of the inning, the 3-run homer from Dimartino. Alvarez laces one down the line. That is a foul ball. Well, the Eagles came very close to winning it in the 10th when Laffrey put one over the fence, but foul, unfortunately. And now the Eagles really have to rally. These two teams play again twice tomorrow afternoon at J.P. Small Memorial Park. 1 ball, 1 strike, and a pitch. This one is fouled off. Jobdil Hernandez Echeverria has gone 4 innings. He's allowed 2 walks and struck out 3. He stands to be the winner. ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch in the dirt, and the count is even at 2-2. Noah Harder did a terrific job on the mound for the TBC Eagles. 4 innings, no earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and only 2 hits. That one is in the dirt, and the count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes to Alvarez. And that one is outside for ball 4. Third walk allowed by Echeverria. Ryan Heller at the plate. He has singled, grounded out, walked, and lined to right. Hit the ball hard in the 8th, but right at the right fielder. Alvarez at first, Heller at the plate. He took a vicious rip and fouled it off. Well, the Eagles, winners of 10 of their last 11, but they had some defensive problems tonight. Chance to get back on track tomorrow, and the pitch. This one is a called strike on the outside corner. Bob Jones University is here next Friday night and Saturday afternoon. The Friday night game will start at 6 p.m. and the doubleheader on Saturday will start at 12 noon. Again, we're still working out streaming details. We do have the Softball South Region matchup next Friday and Saturday as well. Heller grounds one into left field for a base hit. Great to see the Eagles still fighting. Colby Kennedy comes up with 2 on and nobody out. Coach Johnson on out to the mound. This could be all for Echeverria, but terrific outing as he heads off, and he's going to get some good congratulations from his teammates in the dugout. Job deal, Hernandez Echeverria, 4+ innings pitched. That was just the first hit that he allowed. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. The new pitcher for Edward Waters is Jason Dimartino, making his 7th appearance. He has started 1 game. He has pitched 7 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 12 earned runs. He has walked 7, and he has struck out 5. He will take over for job deal Hernandez Echeverria, who did a terrific job. 4+ innings, just 1 hit, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. And he is on the hook for the win. Noah Harder on the hook for the loss for the Eagles, unless they can rally big here in the bottom of the 11th. Alvarez led off with a walk. Ryan Heller singled, and Colby Kennedy is the scheduled hitter. So Dimartino finishing up his warm-up tosses. Kennedy has a hit and a run scored, 4 trips to the plate. And a chance to drive in a run. Alvarez at second, Heller at first. No further changes for the Tigers. Colby digs in. And the pitch in the dirt for ball one. Dimartino has had some trouble finding the strike zone this season. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch grounded towards third. Laro will throw to second for one. The relay throw to first gets away. Alvarez will score. Kennedy will pull up into second. Eagles get a run and a runner at second with one out. Well, Tigers do get the force. No RBI for Kennedy. He reaches on a fielder's choice. The run scored on the overthrow. Josh Wharton was the starter in the number 9 hole, but Dylan Owens is at the plate. We saw Owens do some courtesy running earlier. Now a chance to swing the bat, and he takes the pitch up and away for ball one. RBI opportunity for Owens with a runner at second. Colby Kennedy. One out. That run is charged to Echeverria, but it's unearned. And a pitch on the way is in the zone for strike one. One ball, one strike. Pitcher and hitter step off, now ready. Dimartino from the stretch, checks the runner and delivers, and misses low and outside. Owens digging in. Dimartino delivers and misses in the dirt. Throw over to third is not in time. That ball hit the ground. Kennedy hustling into third, and that'll be a wild pitch charged to the pitcher. So now Owens, chance to drive in the run. Just needs to get the ball into play, and most likely will bring home that run from third. Takes ball four, however, and he's aboard. The Eagles have runners at the corners with one out. Top of the order, Elvin Granado at the plate. He is 1 for 4, scored a run and laid down a sacrifice bunt. Colby Kennedy, the runner at third, reached on a fielder's choice. Dylan Owens at first. He just drew the walk. One out. Tigers lead 13-5 in the 11th, and the pitcher steps off, looks the runner back. Nato ready and a pitch, and he takes this one in the zone. Good take after the walk to Owens. No balls and a strike. And Dimartino from the stretch. Frankie holding the runner even with the big lead, and strike two on a fastball at the top of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Parker Lafferty on deck. Here Here comes the 0-2. And that one misses upstairs. And it looked to me like Dimartino, when he came down with his step, might have slipped, and that might have caused him to miss up high that much. It's 1-2. Long look in for the sign, now ready. And a ground ball towards third. Lauro will throw to first, and this is in time. But that's an RBI for Elvin Granado. A run is in, and it is 13-6 Tigers. Kennedy scores. Dylan Owens on his way to second. 2 outs, both runs unearned in the inning. So Laffrey trying to keep the inning going. He has Dylan Owens with good speed at second base. There are 2 outs. And the pitch on the way is a fastball up and in. So 1 ball, no strikes. And that one hits the batter. Eagles still alive with 2 men aboard. So Mark Rogers will step up. Chance to pick up an RBI, possibly 2 if he can get one in the gap. Rogers has driven in 2 runs already tonight. He's 1 for 5, but again, 2 RBIs. Frankie not worried about the runner at first. Not worried about Owens at second base either are the Tigers. Of course, they still lead 13-6. And a pitch to Rogers. He took a big rip and fouled it off. A few more base runners could make this one pretty interesting as we're getting toward the heart of the batting order. There are 2 outs, however. No balls and a strike. And that off-speed pitch at the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Final score, Edward Waters College 13, Trinity Baptist College 6. 11-inning ball game. The winning pitcher, Jabadel Hernandez Echeverria, 4+ innings. He allowed just 1 unearned run on 1 hit while walking 3 and striking out 2. And even though Noah Harder took the loss, I'm going to call Noah tonight's player of the game. Couple of unearned runs in the top of the 11th. But Noah Harder in 4+ innings pitched himself, no earned runs, and he struck out 8 men, allowed just 1 hit with 1 walk. Well, the 2 teams will meet again tomorrow afternoon at J.P. Small Memorial Park, downtown Jacksonville, beginning at 12 p.m. If Edward Waters does stream, I do not know if they're able to do that just yet. You want to go to YouTube and search Edward Waters College Athletics, and if they are streaming, that's where you'll find the ball game most likely. For Dean Bureau on camera, Coach John Copeland, and Athletic Director Mr. John D. Jones, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity.